Hi everyone, welcome to my video. I'm going to try and keep this video very upbeat, happy, all that. But it could become quite a sad little video. So I'm not going to make this too long, but probably about 10 minutes. But over the first lockdown, I'm going to go back all the way to the very start of the first lockdown last year. I was fine. I was thinking about sitting my GCSEs. I had my friends to speak to. My mum was at home because she was furloughed for like the first 4 or 5 weeks of lockdown. Because she works in a nursery, so she was key worker, or she still is a key worker. Because her nursery is for the nurses and doctors. So she was open all the way through lockdown, all of them. But the nursery she works at, she was furloughed for the first 5 weeks of lockdown. So I had someone at home with me all day, every day. And then those 5 weeks obviously turned into, 3-4 months. I completely forgot about sitting my GCSEs. I started to panic that I hadn't put enough work in because it was on predicted grades and how much work you had done. So I started to sit there thinking I haven't done enough work to pass my GCSEs, so I'm not going to get onto the course I want to do. But anyway, I was due to go on holiday in August last year, just down to Cornwall, so nowhere too massively far. I wasn't going abroad or anything. I was just going down to Cornwall with my family for 2 weeks, just as a getaway. And when I was on holiday, the first Saturday, at the end of the first week, the Saturday, I was due to be collecting my GCSE results. And obviously, because I wasn't there, I'm not at home, I couldn't collect them. So I got my aunt to collect them for me. And all the first week I was stressing, because I was stressing, what if I haven't done something? What if I haven't done enough? What if this? What if that? I started to get really stressed over the first week, and I became a bit of a dick towards my parents because I was so stressed. But my aunt then went to pick up my GCSE results at the end of the first week, and we were like, right, we're going to FaceTime so she can open my results and give them to me. So I opened them by myself because the house we had was obviously 2 stories, but downstairs was my mum and dad's bedroom and my nan's bedroom, and then mine was upstairs. I had basically a whole floor to myself. So I opened them on a video call with my aunt, just to obviously know what I got. So we opened them. I got 4s, 5s. I think a 5 was about the highest I got. I think there was only one thing I didn't pass, which I knew that I probably wasn't going to. So I think once I'd got my GCSE results, I know I could stop stressing so much. But it still hadn't quite synced in that I was going to college at this point. I had got my GCSE results and I was starting the next chapter of my life. But once I'd come off the video call with my aunt, my mum and dad then came upstairs and asked me how I'd done. And I told them what I'd done, how I'd done, said I passed. And they were really happy for me. I think they'd sort of forgiven me for being such a dick that week. But then the second week of holiday, I sort of relaxed a bit more. We had a day at the beach. We went out a bit more because everything was open at this point, so we could. So I'd stopped being so much of a dick and started realising that once I'd got back off this holiday, the next chapter of my life was going to begin, and I really needed to sort myself out. I needed to get my mental health back in to like good condition, because the first lockdown completely ruined my mental health, and it wasn't good. So then I come back off holiday, and I have basically straight away the next day I have my induction to college, to go and do this course I want. And I'm so lucky that I did get onto the course I want. It's hard work, and then we were there 3 months, because we were there from September to December, so 3 months, and then we had Christmas holidays, and then we didn't go back. So that was the start of lockdown number 2, number 3, probably number 3, I think. Lockdown 2 wasn't really a lockdown for me, because I was still at college. It was more of just a lock-in. You just couldn't go to the shops and go clothes shopping out in the streets and stuff like that. So that wasn't really a big one for me, because I could still go to college. I could still have sort of a life. And then lockdown 3 coming about after Christmas. And this is the one that has really hit me, and I have now thought, I really need to do something. I really need to put out there how I'm feeling. And after watching this Roman Kemp, I think it was more of a documentary thing last night on BBC One, it really got me thinking that I need to either tell someone or put this video out so then people know. But anyway, lockdown 3 came about. We finished college at the end of Christmas holidays, so December, 3 weeks before Christmas. Christmas was fine because I could see my family. Well, you sort of see family. But I had a really great Christmas. And then not being able to go back to college, the first sort of month and a half didn't really consume or bother me that much, because I had stuff I could do. I got back into my routine from the first lockdown of going for a walk in the mornings, coming home to my online lessons. So nothing really consumed me in the first month and a half. Then we got to sort of February sort of time, February, start of March, and we were getting closer to my 17th birthday, and we still didn't have a date of if and when we were going back to college. So then that's when it started to hit me a little bit. It started to hit me that I was going back to the girl that I was in secondary school. I was going back to the girl that didn't like who she was, that didn't want to be around people, that didn't have many friends. Yes, she had a small group, and I've still got that group of friends, which I'm so thankful for. But I didn't have people that I thought I could talk to through all of this. And it was tough, because I'm sure a lot of my friends probably feel the same. But at the end of the day, I did think that no one was there for me to talk to. And I haven't even told my mum and dad this. It was never times where I felt suicidal. I was never like that. It was just my mental health had gone back to what I was when I was being bullied through secondary school, and it had taken me back to being the person that I didn't like being. It had taken me back to being the kid that no one liked, the the kid that got accused of things, and I didn't want to be that girl, and I don't want to be that girl. I've never liked being that girl, but that is what I felt. And then we got to a week before my birthday, because my birthday was at the weekend. We got to a week before my birthday, and this was probably when I was at my lowest, because we had just been given a date to go back to college, which that was a good thing. It was great. I knew when I was going back, and there was nothing wrong with that. But to have my friends go back to college before me, so me still be sat at home on either online lessons or not having an online lesson, it really hit home, and I was thinking, okay, this has finally become a reality. And then my 17th birthday was at the weekend. I ended up having a great time, a great birthday. I got loads of things, and I'm so thankful for everything I got. I really am. But I just want to go back to college. I just want to go back to being the girl that I am now. The girl that I am, and the girl that I was from September to December. I was so different. I was the new me, the me that I liked. And once I'd come out, once we were in lockdown, I'd gone back to being the girl that no one liked. And I've been so thankful for the people that have been there for me. And you do know who you are. But I have now come to the conclusion that there are certain people in my life that aren't good for me, and I do need to get away from. But I'm very thankful that there was never any time that I did feel suicidal and I did want to take my life, because I know that what I want to do, there are points in my life that I'm going to feel like this. And there were people I could talk to. There always have been. I have always felt close to my parents. It's not like I haven't. But I just don't feel that I could tell them this. There are people that I know I can talk to, friends, other family members, family friends, stuff like that. There are always people out there, and I know that I should trust more people, but every time I start to trust people, that's when I get hurt. And yeah, so what I'm trying to say is, don't keep it bottled up like I have. I've kept it bottled down inside me, and it's finally come to a point where I now need to tell people what's going on with my mental health, because it could have been that I had been suicidal and I had wanted to take my own life, and no one would have known. But for any of you that watch this video, please know that my text messages, my Instagram DMs, if you follow me on Snapchat, please, my messages are always open. Do not feel that you can't talk to me, because that's not the case at all. I'm always there for you, and it hurts when people think that they can't talk to me, because I'm always going to be there. Like, that's never going to change. At the weekend, this really hurt. At the weekend, it was my birthday. I had a great birthday, well, ish. So the morning of my birthday, my so-called friend told me that I wasn't helping his mental health, and he unadded me on social media. But don't do that. I'm always here to talk to you. I always will be. My DMs, my text messages, my Snapchat is always open. So please message me if you feel like this. If you just ever need someone to just talk to, I'm always going to be there. And yeah, so please don't stay in silent. Ask your friends how they are. And make sure you know that they're actually okay. The thing that Roman Kemps kept saying last night was ask twice. And I completely agree. Ask once, that 99% of the time they'll say they're fine. Ask again. If you ask twice, then they know that you care as well. So please just please make sure your friends are okay, because I know that I'm not the only one that's felt like this during lockdown. I know that there are millions of people out there that have probably had mental health issues so much worse than mine. But if we can all work together, then there may not be so much going on. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, I'm now going to try and sound a bit more upbeat. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment on this video if there's anything on my channel that you really want to see me do, and I will do it. I have got a video that I'm going to do in the next couple of months, or sort of when we come out of lockdown. I have got a video planned. I'm going to hopefully try and rope one of my good friends into doing it with me. She might struggle a little bit, but I'm going to try and rope her into doing it with me. And yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you are new. And I will see you all soon. Bye guys. Have a great rest of your week.